Hi, this is Brie, the Creative Minds Coach, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, goals. Okay, so I've separated goals into two different categories, possible and impossible. Let's talk about possible first. These are the smaller goals that keep you going in forward momentum and that they're kind of bite sized and more easily obtained or achieved. And when we talk about these kind of possible goals, we talk about them with the SMART acronym. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to whatever could be part of a larger goal, and time sensitive. And here's an example of a SMART goal. So as part of a whole, I have two different ones right now. One is I'm working on cleaning out my whole house. This summer, I'm going to go through my whole house and reorganize so many parts of it. Okay. And as part of that, I'm setting a goal on Saturday to clean out my garage. So the relevance is I want to be able to park my car in it. And we just need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Okay. Stuff accumulates over time. So it's specific, right? Clean out the garage. I'm going to make a list of all the things that needs to be done. Measurable. I know exactly what it is. It's time sensitive and it's easily achievable. And that is an example of a possible goal. I believe that cleaning out my garage is 100% possible. And even if I don't finish it on Saturday, I totally know that I'm going to do it. Okay. So I will plan to give myself extra time to finish it. Maybe something happens. I don't know. All right. So that's an example of a possible goal. We don't usually have a lot of failure or fear of failure in this. These aren't usually really uncomfortable to think about or go for. They are the ones that keep us moving forward. And we need these. We totally need these. But you know what? We also want to do these. This is an impossible goal. So this is the other category of goals that I think are sometimes overlooked because we're so focused on these little bite-sized pieces. These are the ones that dreams are made of. These are the ones that when you were younger, you were like, I wish I could do this. And some people do them and some people don't. Okay. And I want to give you first, we avoid these because we're so afraid. So many times we're afraid of failing. We think that's going to be hard and we're going to feel really uncomfortable and fail along the way. And a lot of times we're in unbelief in our ability to do these. So let me give you an example for me of an impossible goal. In December of 2019, I was challenged to create my own impossible goal. And there was something I had always dreamed about doing, but never actually done. And I had always dreamed of being a photographer and really learning so much more about the art of photography. I always had a camera, but I never put in the time and I never made a goal to do it. I always thought, I'll take a few pictures of my kids. Oh, I'll take it on vacation. And I never did a deep dive into it until I made a goal, an impossible goal in December of 2019 to spend the year 2020 doing the impossible and coming out on the other side with hosting my own gallery show in my home with my 10 best images. At that time, what made it impossible is I literally didn't know that much about photography. And that was really impossible for me to do. I didn't know where to start. I just started telling people about it and had no idea how it was going to turn out or what it was going to look like. And I was really personally afraid of failing, but I just started to dream about it and talk about it. Now, these have similarities. Okay. You can make specific goals You can make them both specific. You can make them both measurable. Okay. You can make them both time bound for the most part. The only thing that's different, well, there's relevance to your life, right? But the only thing, really the only thing that's different is the achievable part. Okay. This achievable part is so much easier because we're not afraid of failing here, but we are over here. And this one is so much harder to achieve because we expect ourselves not to fail along the way. Okay, but what if here we could just expect ourselves to fail all of the time? And that is actually the secret to doing this, is you're just going to fail all the time and expect it and keep moving forward. And within this impossible and reaching for your dreams, you're going to make small possible goals along the way. And sure, there's going to be failures, and we're going to expect it. We're going to expect a lot of it. You just have to decide how many times you're willing to fail to do this amazing thing. Okay, so what do we get? What are the reasons that we want to do any goal? We get new beliefs. We get new beliefs about ourselves and what we're capable of and who we are as people. And we get a little bit of that with this, all of these, I'll get to those, but we get a lot of it with this as we move past failure, as we experience all the things and be willing to experience them. And we get self-trust as we make decisions, maybe on our way here to impossible. Okay, we make short, smart goals and we go for it and we achieve them all along the way. We trust ourselves. We start trusting ourselves that we're going to do these small things on our way no matter what. And that builds our trust in ourselves. So that's what we get when we finish. And along the way, this isn't just about the finishing. Finishing is amazing. It's the journey that's the growth part. And we get so much more confidence while doing these things. And the more impossible this is, and the more times we're willing to fail, the larger the growth that we're going to experience as we move step by step forward. That's amazing. Okay, let me grab my red pen. Because what I want to tell you, and what so many people think they need to have a list of things, a list of traits and qualities to go after their dreams and reach for these big, impossible goals. And here's what I want to tell you. These are the things that you don't need. I'm sure there's more. These are 3 big ones you don't need. You do not need motivation. Okay? You don't need motivation. You just need a willingness to take one step in front of the other to do the thing that you decided to do. Turning on my iPad. Not cutting that out. Okay, so you don't need motivation, 100%. You just need a willingness to move forward. You actually don't need confidence. So many of us think that we do. We don't need it. You know why? Because we're going to build it along the way as we do things. That's why you're going to make small decisions and do the next best thing on our way to achieving the impossible. And you know what else you don't need? Don't need to know the way. You do not need to know how to do any of it. You know why? Because along the way, you're going to figure that out. And we don't actually know how it gets finished until we finish it. I did not know how this personal gallery exhibition was going to turn out until I actually put it all together and finished it. And you know what? If I had even remotely planned step by step by step by step exactly how it was going to look, I would not have planned something as amazing as it turned out. So leaving yourself open to some amazing possibility that it could turn out even more amazing than you could possibly plan gives you then the freedom to just keep making a choice, trying it out, failing, and moving and taking steps. Okay, so let's look at this again. Look at these amazing things you're going to get. New beliefs about who you are, about what you're capable of. You're going to get self-trust, and you're going to have so much more confidence. And you know, by the way, self-trust is the opposite of self-doubt. So if you're in self-doubt, just start moving forward. You don't need motivation. You're going to get it along the way as you do it. It might feel terrible, and that's okay. We don't need to feel motivated to take the step forward. You don't need confidence. You're going to get it along the way, especially as you recognize when you've moved past failure and had some success. So do that. Celebrate your successes along the way. That's going to give you so much more confidence. All right, and you don't need to know the way because you're going to find that out when you're finished. So the moral of all of this is just set some goals, because look at the amazing things you're going to get, even in small amounts, by moving forward step by step by step. It's amazing. So what goal are you going to set for yourself today? Maybe you can set one that's impossible. If it is, email me about it. I 100% want to hear it. Brie, B-R-I-E, at creativemindscoach.com. I will put that in the description. And before you go, I'd really love to invite you to subscribe to my email list and join my creative circle to access free secret subscriber-only videos where I teach all of this so much more in depth. And you can join by clicking on the link in the description. That's it. I'm so excited to keep moving forward, doing some possible goals, but also reaching for my own personal impossible goal. All right. Until next time, bye.